Hey Empire, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to do a very highly requested story time.
On how we first met in high school.
Yes, we first met, it was at Clarkston High, 11th grade, second semester. That was like, what, 2013?
Yeah, like 2013.
Yeah, I remember this like it was yesterday. Okay, so I'll let Bae do the honors. You can start.
It was the first day of school. Everybody in class. I'm looking around. So I ain't see Kora in our classroom, so I didn't know she was in our class. You was at school today?
Yes, he always asked me that, like, yes, I was in school. I was there the first, second, the whole week. Like, I was there.
Yeah. So the second day came, I'm looking around the classroom. One of our classmates so happened to move her head out the way. So I see Kora. I'm like, damn, she bad. So she had her hair all straightened out, pretty smile. So I was just waiting on her to get up. So she got up, go throw something away at the trash can. I seen her, she on a graphic tee, black leggings, black boots. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. I gotta talk to her.
Sound like something I'm wearing now.
Yeah, so a couple minutes later, I bought up a piece of paper to go to the trash can and throw it away, sharpen my pencil. So I go back to my seat. She was watching me the whole time.
Yes, it's like every time he got up, I was just, you know, you just be like in the daze. Like I just be watching him and he stayed fresh. It was just
always. What I had on today, I had the black polo shirt on with the red horse.
And he remember, I don't even remember what he had on, but I know he used to stay, you know, with the shoes and stuff, everything. Fresh cut.
So about 5 minutes later, I look up, I see her and her friend Cameron whispering and giggling to each other. I know they talking about themselves, because every time I look up, they watching me. So I walked up to Kora. I was like, you got a piece of paper I can borrow? She was like, yeah, I got a piece of paper you can borrow. Smiling at me, so I was like, thank you. So I went back to my seat.
And let me tell y'all something. I barely used to bring paper to school, period. Like, I barely had paper, and I would give him, like, one of my last 5 sheets of paper.
Yeah, I remember that. I still wanted your paper, though, because when I looked down at your binder, you had, like, yo, you should have been thin.
And you still ask me for paper? What the heck?
Yeah, because I wanted your paper.
So basically, the first time when I saw Mike, I don't remember what day it was, but of course it had to be during like the first week of school. So, you know, I never really did work in that class, so I always was looking around. And for some reason, I looked around one day and I saw his little peanut head sitting over there on the side, but I couldn't see his face. But I was like, oh, he look cute from the side. I'm like, who is that? You know how somebody look cute from the side, but then they ugly when they turn around. So I wasn't sure, but I'm like, yeah, you know, he look cute from the side. So he finally turned his head and I saw him and I was like, oh yeah, he cute, he could dress. You know, he stayed with all the J's and all that stuff. So I told my friend, Jalecia, I was like, ooh, Mike is so fine, this and that. And she was like, Kora, you need to hop on that. Like, you need to hop on that for real. And I'll just laugh. I'll just brush it off. Because I'm like, I never really thought that I would even talk to him. Because, honestly, I thought, like, he was popular. All the girls liked him. And I'm like, me?
Yeah, I knew we was going to get together.
Yeah, I was like, nah. But when we used to be in class and stuff, me and Cameron, like he said, we used to talk about him because I'd be like, oh, they got my baby daddy coming to class. Oh, look at him doing his work. And it's crazy because now he is my baby daddy. Like, we have a daughter. So, you know, it's crazy how stuff happened. I'm going to tell y'all about this time. I was actually dating somebody during this whole time. So, you know, I just thought about something. We actually got close because while I was dating this person, it was around February. Okay, so he came up to me one day and was like, hey, you go out with such and such. So I'm like, yeah, why? He was like, oh, well, he been telling people stuff y'all been doing and, you know, like, it was sexual stuff. And I'm like, I was confused because I'm like, we never did nothing before. So it was like, he basically lying, you know? And I'm like, I'm your girlfriend and you telling people stuff that we did even though we never did it. So that kind of made me mad. And I'm like, well, he was already skating on thin ice because I was already about to break up with him because of some other stuff. And that just put the icing on the cake. Like, I was so done with him. We felt like I had to get proof because, you know, anybody could say, you know, that they didn't do something with somebody, but they really did. Later on that night, I text my boyfriend and I was like, have we done anything, such and such? And he was like, what you mean? Or something like that. So I screenshot it and I sent it to Mike and that was basically my proof. So it was like ever since then we've been talking and it's been going good.
ever since then, we got a little closer. We were texting every night, falling asleep on the phone. She came to my house like a couple of weeks after that.
I didn't come, no. When I start coming to your house?
Summer school.
That was like, oh yeah, I did. Okay,
year.
yeah, because I had summer school that same year. That was my first time ever having summer school. Summer school was crazy, but yeah, I used to sneak over his house and stuff.
In the morning time.
That could be for another story time, you know. When I used to sneak over and stuff. But so that's the end of our video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up.
Subscribe.
And leave any comments down below of any other story time challenges, anything you would want to see us do next. We out.